Good morning. I'm Zev Fima, research analyst for Action Alerts, plus filling in for Catherine Ross today. I'm here live from the floor of the NYSE with Jim Cramer. Jim, I'm looking at the market. The Nasdaq is down 1.6%. The S&P 1.3. The Dow Jones
highest cash position I can ever remember for Action Alerts. Yeah. Because this is what you need. I mean, we sold everything. We took 10 positions down that we liked, and we took 10 positions down we liked because at a certain point you just say it's coming in, and we need the cash. We waited. We did not bite on last week. Finally, we're in a position, and I'm going to save it for the video, of picking because we've been waiting, and patience is rewarded. In the meantime, I think the market's going to try to make a stand after you see the Proctors stop going up and watch. You have to watch. So I like to give you key stocks: Apple, Micron. You have to watch those two. In the meantime, it's all about like a Medtronic. Mm-hmm. The market is quickly reaching the conclusion that if you haven't left China yet, the president's gunning for you. Right. That's the key.
And so speaking of China, Jim, actually your real money column from this morning was about the fact that trade is finally hitting prices. So my question is, why is this the moment that the investors realize we're in a trade war, or as you say, a Cold War?
Behind the scenes, the president is basically saying, listen, knuckleheads, how much do I have to tell you to get out of China? The president's using a number of 25% tariff, which is going to happen. Right. The 21% of it he believes is being paid for by the Chinese by cutting their prices. They think they raise, remember, $100 billion a year. Now,
when you say it's going to happen, do you mean the $300 billion that's being threatened?
No, it's going to happen. Okay. I mean, you work on this pretty closely. There's no way it's not going to happen. So I think that's what people are realizing. It's going to happen, and they're saying who has not reacted, who has not shifted, and who has.
Right.
And the president is, if you listen to the president like Chuck Robbins did at Cisco, what you hear is, it's a done deal, get the hell out of China. They're trying to slow down the Chinese economy, trying to get the stock market down, China, trying to put pressure on China. In the meantime, Southeast Asia is open for business. Bring back the business to the United States. China's an expensive place to do business and a dangerous place to do business. This is their rap, okay? Now, hate them or like them, this is their rap. And I think that there's such an ideological hatred of the president that they're not listening to his rap. I listen to his rap because it's the world of business. And I think it's very clear what he's saying is, we get ready for the 300. It's coming. It's happening.
Right. So, Jim, so we are talking China. That's obviously what's gripping the market. If investors don't do anything else, what's the one thing they should do today?
They should be scanning their portfolio to see how much China they have and start focusing on the kinds of stocks we're going to talk about in our Action Alerts video. Because those who are hostage to this ETF situation, where you shut off your brain and just give it to the S&P because you've been brainwashed into that, and it's been a good brainwash for a long time, have to recognize now that there's bifurcation. Because we have a president that uniquely is kind of upsetting the S&P 500 apple cart, and you have to look and you have to own remember, this is for your mad money. I'm not going to tell you not to do index funds for your regular retirement.
Right.
Why? Because the orthodoxy is right. I am talking about for your mad money, you want to live, which is what Action Alerts, what the club is about. You're going to have to recognize that there's tremendous opportunities being created by ETFs that are driving all stocks down, and yet there are plenty of them that have moved from China or immune. And it's not a small universe. It's a much bigger universe than you realize. But if you looked at the market, it's just the S&P pulling everything down.
Right. So speaking of China, speaking of bifurcation of stocks, I have to ask, Tesla is down nearly 25% this month. Stock of the day.
All over it. I think Tesla, everyone, the bulls are just waiting for one big guy to step in and get a short squeeze going. The bears are saying, we're going to press our bet. This is it for Tesla. And the bears have zero in mind, meaning that they think they can take it to zero. And the bulls are saying we can crush the shorts. And that's the bizarre dynamic of that stock. It is a football. I mean, it's literally a football. Elon Musk is now not able to tweet. Now, there was a memo leaking about positives, but the narrative is this: if the Chinese don't let them in and let them sell all the cars they want, there's a demand problem. And that's because of the three. Gabe Hoppin used to write for us, talk about the three demand and how low it is. And so that's a fundamental issue for Tesla. Now, typically in the old days, Musk could tweet about how the Chinese love them and hell, there is demand. But he's been defanged, not fanged, but defanged by the government. And it's bizarre that the SEC actually figured out the way to really hurt Tesla. And that's to shut up Elon.
P.T. Barnum.
Huh?
Elon?
P.T. Barnum, yeah.
During the circus?
Yeah, oh my
No.
God, Circus Muscumus.
Yeah, there you go. So, and again, for anyone who is interested on more comprehensive coverage on Tesla, head over to realmoney.com, where Kevin Curran will be covering it all day from various different angles.
Right.
I know he's also looking to talk about the Gigafactory, which they're trying
I
to
like
build
that.
in China.
And, yeah, the solar working. One of the things I want to urge people, my Twitter column, I want everything, pro and con. And Kevin is writing up what you have to say, and he's going to reach out to you. So weigh in on my Twitter file about proprietary, not just like, I like it, I don't like it. I mean, don't be a bozo.
Valid points in both directions.
Valid points, and we are open to anything positive because Tesla's a great car. But I need you to go to my Twitter feed and weigh in, and then Kevin will get in touch with you. Be cogent, stay focused.
Okay, Jim, switching it up real quick. Outside of trade news, retailers are still reporting earnings. Most recently, we heard from Best Buy and L Brands. Both earnings were extremely strong. Jim, what's one takeaway for each one?
Don't believe it when it comes to LB, because that's,
Okay.
Look, it's Bath and Body Works. And Best Buy believe it, because they were nebulous about tariffs, but they're going to win. It's almost Target. It's almost as good.
And not that easy to Amazon the Best Buy products, large
but
screen
they're-
TVs, speakers,
They're doing
things
well.
like that.
I mean, all things considered, rather on United Health.
Right, absolutely. Again, United Health, defensive, 100% U.S. So, Jim, looking ahead, Footlocker is reporting.
It's fine. Footlocker is going to be very interesting. Remember,
Is it
there was
an
that
L brand?
note that was sent by Nike and Adidas to the president saying, please relent. In the meantime, their sales are fabulous. I think it'll be fine. I hope they address their equivalent of GOAT, GOAT.
Greatest of all time? Are you talking about
Their GOAT
sneaker-
exchange,
sneaker
yeah.
sales? Okay.
I think that we have to hear what they're going. Sneaker exchange is remarkable. I have seen the light about how sneakers can be like Rothko paintings.
Right. Speaking of sneakers, did you see Jordan and Fortnite have a team up so you can
Do they?
throw Air Jordans and stuff onto your Fortnite
Oh my
character?
God, that's fantastic!
Yeah.
Talk about Gen ZA, whatever Z2.
Yeah. There you
That's
go.
who they want. What is it after Z? I mean, we're really out of letters after Z, aren't we?
I think
Gen
so.
Omega? I mean,
over.
we better come on. I mean, I think when they came up with Gen X, they should have given themselves some leeway. I mean, it should have been like Gen T. I think people didn't realize the staying power of the Gen X term, so now we're just plumb out of letters.
We'll have to brainstorm that one.
Yeah, I'm going to work on that. Maybe we use Greek, theta,
we'll look into
gamma.
All right.
We do Alpha Chi, Omega, it's like Kappa.
It's for rat names?
Yes.
All right, there you go. Okay, thanks, Jim. That's all the time we have for today. And again, we'll be with more on Real Money, the Street Time. Excuse me. And we're now jumping over to our Action Alerts Plus members only club video.
Where I'm going to talk about the idea.
Right, we are going to talk about the names in the trust that we
it's-
we
you
would
can
buy, what
trial.
we would avoid, the new names
Right.
we're looking
You
to.
can trial it. I mean, one of the things, I'm kind of always trying to understand why someone wouldn't sign up for a trial for the stuff we talk about.
Right.
It's always been mystifying.
Right.
I mean, why would you not do that? I mean, unless you don't want to be as informed. Maybe you don't want to be as informed. Maybe you'd like to say, I feel like being ignorant today.
No, absolutely. Go for the trial for sure. And also, there's a Memorial Day weekend sale. Memberships are available for a discount. There's still a special 3-month trial offer if you want to just try it out. All right, guys, I'm Zev Fema, and I'll see you tomorrow.
We're not speaking to people who want to remain ignorant.
No, just if you want to be informed, though, try out the club.
It's good. Ignorance is not bliss.
Yep.
Just my view.
All right, and Jim, you'll be out tomorrow, so we'll
come on, you
catch
don't know
this
that.
up. No, maybe in. I guess we'll see how Footlocker goes. All right,
I'll
guys,
bang
see you
out-
tomorrow.
I'll bang out some stuff.